Alright, welcome back to video 3 for lesson 3-2. We're going to take a look at yet another way that you may be asked to find the rate of change, and that's going to be from an equation. Now with a linear, we've already talked about how to find the slope, but we're going to go ahead and do a review problem just to remind you guys. We're going to need to put it into slope-intercept form. That, remember, is y equals mx plus b, where m is going to be the slope. So we're going to want to manipulate this equation so that we end up with y by itself. So the first thing we're going to want to do is to subtract 3x from both sides. So we're going to get negative 2y is equal to negative 3x plus 8. Remember, since these are not like terms, we can't combine them. And then we're going to have to get rid of that negative 2 in front of the y. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 2. We're going to get y equals a negative 3 over a negative 2. The fraction won't reduce, but the two negatives are going to make a positive. And then we're going to have 8 over negative 2, which is minus 4. Remember that m is our slope, so our slope or our rate of change is going to be 3/2 for this example. Alright, it's going to be a little bit more complicated when we look at an exponential or quadratic. Remember, they're going to have to give us an interval that we are going to evaluate the rate of change on. In problem 3b, they give us the interval from 1 to 2. And then they give us the function. So what we're going to need to do is to plug these into the function to figure out what our ordered pairs are actually going to be. So I'm going to start with x equals 1. All I'm going to do is plug this into the equation that we are given. So everywhere I see an x, I'm going to put a 1. After that, we follow the order of operations. 1 squared is 1. 2 times 1 is 2, and then we have minus 7. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 minus 7 is negative 4. So that gives us one ordered pair of 1, negative 4. We need to also do that for the second x value they gave us, x equals 2. We're going to use the same exact equation, but this time instead of plugging in a 1, we're going to plug in a 2 everywhere we see the x. So 2 squared is going to give us 4. 2 times 2 is also going to give us 4, and then we're going to have minus 7. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 8 minus 7 is 1. So this ordered pair is 2, 1. So now we have two ordered pairs. This is going to be very similar to what we looked at in the first video where we were looking at the rate of change from ordered pairs. Remember our formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to start with negative 4 on top, minus 1. Since I started with negative 4 on top with my y's, I need to start with 1 first on my x's. So I'm going to do 1 minus 2. A negative 4 minus 1 gives us a negative 5, and a 1 minus negative 2 gives us a negative 1. We reduce our fraction. A negative 5 over a negative 1 is going to give us a positive 5. So our rate of change on the interval from 1 to 2 of this function is going to be 5. Alright, you guys give it a try on the U-tries. Check back on the solutions to make sure you got them right. And then stay tuned for our last video of this series. Alright, see you guys there.